Ahead tonight, a routine 15-minute trip from Andros takes a very dramatic turn. You'll see this story on just one station.
I'm Cyan Thompson, and it's the first day of back to school. We'll tell you about traffic and how the first day of school went for many students.
I'm Jiminita Swain in the southern section of the island, and we'll tell you just how day one shaped up for back to school.
The National Report starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This segment of the news is brought to you by BTC, powered by Lime.
Good evening, I'm Candino Knowles. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Charisma Robinson.
An aircraft traveling into the capital this morning with 7 passengers got an unexpected addition.
Andrew Knowles fills us in on this rare occurrence that you'll only see here on the ZNS network.
We've heard the awesome stories of babies being born on the way to the hospital, but today a woman gave birth to a baby right on this very plane.
A little nerve came in afterwards, but you had to do what I had to do until the doctor arrived.
That's the reaction of Captain Edison Colebrook after delivering a bouncing baby girl for a female passenger. It all unfolded right at General Aviation on Monday morning. The new mom came in on another flight, and her pilot, who did not want to appear on camera, told us that a passenger indicated that the pregnant woman's water broke and she started having contractions. At the time, the flight was about 15 miles out from Nassau. After the pilot landed the plane, Captain Colebrook and Janet Miller jumped into action.
When I was notified about it, the water bag was already broken, and the baby already started to cry. So I went into the airplane and requested some clean towels or whatever they had clean to receive the baby.
I noticed a cord was around their head, so I told them just to remove the cord. And then I came inside and spoke to the persons from the hospital, and they instructed me to have the baby wrapped and placed on the mother's chest.
Now, we're told that the baby girl weighed between 6 or 7 pounds. Captain Colebrook said everything happened within 10 minutes. Another female passenger also assisted, keeping the mother and newborn cool while they waited on EMS personnel to arrive. Shortly after, the mother and baby were taken off the plane and to the hospital. But for Colebrook and Miller, it's an experience they'll never forget.
It was just an awesome experience for me to witness something like this for the first time.
And I'm glad that I have been in the position to help her when she really needs somebody.
Our news team understands that both mother and daughter are doing just fine. Andrew Knowles, ZNS Network News.
The 4 men believed to be responsible for that major drug find on South Andros a few days ago made their first appearance in the Nassau Street Magistrate Court today to answer a laundry list of charges. Foreign Curie has this.
28-year-old Andros resident Sintwan Duncombe wearing the red and white shirt, 37-year-old Kenwood Smith wearing the light blue shirt, 28-year-old Bernaldo Young in the dark blue shirt, and Fox Hill resident Dario Cash, pictured in the white T-shirt, appeared in the Nassau Street Magistrate Court Monday to answer to a number of drug-related charges in connection with the major drug bust on South Andros a few days ago. The defendants are accused of conspiracy to possess dangerous drugs, conspiracy to import dangerous drugs, possession of dangerous drugs with intent to supply, importation of dangerous drugs, and possession of dangerous drugs with intent to supply. Court papers show that the defendants were caught with 1,201 pounds of marijuana on Mars Bay, South Andros between Monday, August 12th and Wednesday, August 28th. In court, Duncombe, Smith, Cash, and Young pleaded not guilty to the charges. Duncombe, Smith, and Cash also denied that they imported 10 pounds of marijuana into the country, while Young, who was charged separately with possession of 10 pounds of marijuana with intent to supply, pleaded not guilty to the charge. Now, the drugs were reportedly found in the bushes on Mars Bay, Andros. They have an estimated street value of $150,000. Meantime, all of the defendants pleaded not guilty to the charges and they were remanded to prison. They return to court in March of next year. Brian Carey, ZNS Network News.
In other court news, 23-year-old Wadnell Pierre was convicted and sentenced to prison today after pleading guilty to stealing, receiving, and damage charges. Court papers showed that Pierre, who was charged along with 27-year-old First Street The Grove resident Tanaje Thompson and 18-year-old Courtney Knight, stole a handbag, Bahamian passports, driver's license, credit cards, and electronics from vehicles in the east and western areas of New Providence over the past 2 months. The trio was also charged with causing damage to 3 vehicles. Now, although Pierre pleaded not guilty to all of the charges, Knight and Thompson denied the allegations. However, they were remanded to prison. The matter has been adjourned.
A man is dead tonight after he was gunned down at his home in Ridgeland Park West around 3 o'clock this morning. Police say the victim was answering a knock at his door when he was shot multiple times and died in his home. Police have since arrested a number of suspects in relation to this murder, but they are now on the hunt for 5 more men they want to question about this and 3 other murders over the weekend. Hans Neely, Duran Neely, and Aaron Neely, all of Avocado Street, Pinewood Gardens, and Kenneth Neely of Gneptree Street, Pinewood Gardens, are wanted by police. Police tell us all of them are related. Also wanted tonight is Dion Johnson of Spice Street, Pinewood Gardens, in connection with those same crimes. Police tell us they are still trying to determine if any of the 3 murders over the weekend, 2 in Nassau Village and the other in Pinewood Gardens, are connected. And while police say support from the public has been tremendous, we questioned Assistant Commissioner in charge of crime Anthony Ferguson about the fact that some see the country's crime problem as a never-ending war that has left many people in fear for their lives.
It's not a losing battle because those persons who are committing crime, we will seek them out and we will put them before the court. It may take some time to do it, but we will seek them out. We have a general idea as to who are committing crimes, and that is why we appeal to the public. You have some answers. Let us do it together.
Authorities addressing the serious issue of human trafficking today. They're ensuring that those charged with cracking down on that crime are adequately trained. While it's not a big problem here, officials say the Bahamas is a transit point for the illegal activity while opening a special workshop designed to sharpen skills of combating human trafficking. National Security Minister Dr. Bernard Noddit said training is a priority.
We recognize and realize that in order for us to deal properly with the vexatious problem, our people must first be aware of the problem and secondly, be willing and able to deal with it. In recent times, the government has made every effort to become fully seized of all the matters surrounding trafficking in persons and is taking a victim-centered approach to deal with the problem based on the prevention of trafficking, protection of the victim, and prosecution of the perpetrator.
Minister Noddit says the government has partnered with the International Organization of Migration to conduct a 36-month project designed to strengthen our institutional capacity to effectively respond to the crime of human trafficking.
Look at what an upper-level trough west of the Northwest Bahamas continues to trigger showers and thunderstorms over parts of the area, but outside of our studios, we have mostly cloudy skies, temperature just around 77 degrees, relative humidity quite rich, 94%, winds out of the northeast at 4 knots, your barometric pressure 1,015.3 millibars, that's 29.98 inches, and it is falling. But stay tuned, temperatures around the Falmouth Islands, travel and boating forecast is still to come.
Coming up, first day of school traffic. We take a look at how the day went.
H.O. Nash and St. John's College, and I'll tell you how the first official week back to school went coming up.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Lux Men's Warehouse.